What's going on, people? Another slow day of Genshin. Probably gonna be a short 2-hour stream. I don't think I'm gonna stay on too long. Not like there's much to do anyway. Getting those on. Artifacts. That's all I've been really doing. It's just artifacts. Since I got Ayaka done, trying to get her better artifacts.
Don't worry. It's not.
Dailies and then I guess I'll try to find those keys.
denied. Speed of light. All hail. Cut to the chase. With sword comes shadow.
Yeah, I probably only stream till like 4:30 and then stream that long. There's not much to do, so.
Next time. Stumbling. Nowhere to hide. Blaze over. Get them! Born of ice and foam. I'll protect us. Out of the frying pan, it's speed of light. All hail. Cut to the chase. This is long overdue. Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
Oh.
Cut to the chase. Born of ice and frost. Blaze over. Speed of light. Get them! Access denied. Don't blink. Nice and spun. Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis. Sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Get them! Nowhere to hide. Blaze over. Out of the frying pan. With sword comes shadow.
Yeah, tomorrow I gotta meet up with the AC repair guy and hopefully give me a quote how much the job's gonna be. We're probably gonna look at least 2 weeks to get it fixed. You can hold out for 2 more weeks. After that, I gotta start working on
No one's
the
petting.
last thing I need.
Keep moving.
Yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be done. Gotta be done. Yes.
Scry the sky. Getting real close. Real close.
Not intentional, but I'll take it.
Delved into destiny. Absorption test. Boom! Let me scribe. Delved into destiny. Let's dance. Shadows of fate. Motion to compare. Add Astra.
9,000. I'll probably have it done by the end of the week. But man, and I should be reaching another adventure rank. That's crazy. It's commitment.
I await your instruction. In the name of the princesses!
Right. Oh shit, cryo bonus. We have cryo bonus. Oh yes. Not the greatest stats, but that has all cryo written all over it. That is a keeper. Keep that case for another cryo user. That's hey. The best stats, but I'll take it. Would be.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Hurt rate. Damage. Hurt rate. Stats. Not bad. Not bad. That sucks.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt...
Just one more opponent.
Ha! Animal test 6308. My apologies.
And you!
Animal hypostasis emulate. Kamisato art. Sometsu. Take flight. Help protect us. Oh. Wings of darkness. Come.
Cut down.
Yeah. That's not right. Let's dance. My apologies. Animal test 6308.
You win this battle.
Sakura swirl. Oz reveal but.
No rest.
Stand clear. Whirling snow. Shadow Raven, let night fall. Absorption test. Let the show begin.
It's excellent. Okay. Play more. Still gotta find another band. I can make them play more. I don't remember I use those. Yeah, the only thing left I really have to do is figuring out how to open up that one last dungeon. Recently, I'll just get down to not bad. Energy recharge. It's like, that was pretty strong. Get another bow and make one of those for. So all I'm missing is the prototype. So that makes, okay, that makes the. This is a shitty one. This fucking garbage. Well, got all of them. Yeah, this one by far is the bow and the sword. Spear's okay. Great sword's okay, but yeah, the ring. Oh shit.
Is to have the patience to
I would never use that shit. This is the one I don't know how to. Explored all the islands. Explored all these islands. I've explored everything. There's gotta be a way to get. Let me see the brown one. Let's see. Okay, how to unlock. Telltale Tales. It completed. Oh. Okay, how to. Oh, so you can actually. Oh, so I had the right idea. So you were supposed to use the cannon. I tried using it before, it didn't let me. I had a feeling. Well, for some reason I couldn't use it last time, even when I was away. It said could not use it. I kept trying and it kept saying no, so I gave up. Oh, okay. So I had the right idea, just for some reason it wasn't giving it to me. Yeah, because it kept saying cannot use it this time, and I checked multiple times and it said cannot use it this time, and I'm like, oh, okay, so gave up. I was like, well, maybe you need to blow the hole out. So I had the right idea, but for some reason it wasn't activating. And we died. So I had the right idea. Just for some reason it wasn't letting me do. Just the time I did it, it wasn't the right time. Whatever, it's cool. We unlocked it. What I wanted. So I had the right idea. Just for some reason it wasn't working.
Nice and spicy.
It's a lucky day.
Speed of light.
Move.
Cut to the chase.
The fairy. You know a thing or two.
Incoming.
Finally, I. No. It's my lucky day.
No touching.
Move.
For Rex Lapis. Don't blink.
My blade.
With sword comes shadow. Boba, get them! Speed of light.
The fairy.
ice and frost. No touching. Yeah. Incoming. Don't blink. Access denied. Nice and spicy. All hail. Nowhere to hide. Hey! Boba, get them! Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Nice and spicy. Access denied. Eat this! Now I got stomach cramps.
The items, they just don't appear in my inventory. I can't seem to find another one of those. I thought I saw one. It must be going crazy.
Race you!
Shuji. Leave the town. Still there. What's up, Samurai? How you doing? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Oh, not much, man. I'm just doing my dailies. I'm only gonna be on for another hour. Just trying to find things to do in the game. And not much else. Same old shit as usual. You know the drill. So, trying to see any new information popped up about anything. Nothing really.
Race you!
Yeah, I know. I was in on that shit, dude. I quoted him and I was like, truth, man. I don't know if you saw my post. People were firing on me, man. Like, man, like you don't know shit. Like you don't know how to play the game. You suck. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, you keep believing that. But yeah, I was on that post. I mean, of course they're not gonna listen to me because I'm not famous. But like, are you a world champion? Like, you know, do you what rank did you get? I'm like, okay, that has nothing to do with the argument. Oh yeah, of course they're gonna say that to you. You don't think they would? Of course they're gonna burn me into the ground because I'm a nobody. But then people are also talking shit about Sonic Fox too. They're saying like, "Oh, he just quits any game he can't be good at." I'm like, "What? This guy has won tournaments. If he's bored, he's bored. You can't, you know, if he's bored, he's bored. You know, you can't really fix that. You know, what's wrong with these things? They don't work." If he feels if he's bored playing the game, he's bored playing the game. I mean, but he said the same thing. I was like, man, I feel like I'm just doing the same thing. I feel like, yeah, but they feel because, you know, I'm not a famous tournament player that I have no say so. Like, who are you to talk? Like, oh, I'm sorry. Because I'm not a pro player, that means I'm obviously dumb.
My lucky day.
It's just, you know how people get.
There's more.
And then they're trying to say, well, you're just sucking on Sonic Fox's cock. I was like, no. I was making that conclusion long before fucking Sonic Fox even said a word. Way before he even
Don't blink.
said it. So if anything, if you want to say, oh, I could say I'm the one that started it. But I mean, I'm not the only person. Other people do feel like I do. It's just they're just nobodies like me. So our voices don't matter. Just remember that. Our voices do not matter because we're not famous. Only famous people matter. It's like the media. It's like, oh, we care about human lives. Sure, you do. No, you care about people that are important. Because money. They care about the famous people. Because the famous people is what generates business. Business as usual, sir. Yeah, well, I shared my 2 cents. I was like, game sucks. There's people that agree with me. Don't get me wrong. I had my fair share of people like agreeing with me, but there's a lot of people that disagree with me. A lot of them, they say, "Oh, you just don't know how to play Guilty Gear," or "Oh, you just want to play Rev." I'm like, no, that's not what I want either. It's like, it is totally. I don't want another Rev. I don't want what I see here. I definitely don't want Strive. Strive is definitely what I don't want.
We're way behind schedule.
What did Obama say?
Next on the agenda,
Well, I know Obama has been like under fire
we're way behind
because of
schedule.
him disliking Strive. You know, but he gets more slack because he's famous. But yeah, he's just like, oh, he's just trying. The people are like saying he's just simping over Melty Blood. I'm like, and there's people that are like trying to put down Melty Blood, like, oh, Melty Blood's gonna fail and that game's trash. Like, yeah, I like how you guys diss on the little guy. I remember when Guilty Gear used to be the little guy. Not the little guy no more.
Boba, get them! Race you! Race you!
Thanos with the time stone. Like, what is he talking about? Like how he wish he could rewind time and undo Strive. Is that what he's talking about? Wish I could undo this trash, this filth. Is that what he's referring to? Yeah, I think a lot of people just don't like the people that argue with it because they feel like we're just boomers. Oh, you just boomers. You just want everything the same. I'm like, that is not what I want. I don't want it to be the same. I want it to evolve. I want it to be better than what it is. It's like it took so many steps back.
Race you!
Hey, I said the same thing. I told him like, it's funny how people just they are lemmings. We know this, people are lemmings. That's no secret. People like to do what everybody else does. They want to feel inclusive. FOMO. The minute someone famous says something, it's like, oh, because famous person said it, it's all of a sudden factual. And then some people, I think they're just, they realize the game's not that good, but they just like it because everybody else likes it. Like, why don't you like it, because you genuinely like it, not because someone's telling you to like it. That's what I don't like. It's like you're a shill, You're a simp. You're simping for Sonic Fox because, Sonic Fox is famous. I'll believe whatever Sonic Fox says because he's good at the game. Like, fuck that shit. It has nothing to do with skill. It has nothing to do about that. I'm just pointing an obvious fact. Strive is garbage. I'm sorry, but I believe that in my heart. That game's trash. I think that's a fact. It's not an opinion. For me. I mean, of course, we agree to disagree. That's just me. But I do believe that the game is trash. I'm sorry, it's trash. I don't care what anybody says, but it's trash. The game is utter shit. And I wish people would stop, saying it's, 10 out of 10 perfect. Like, bullshit. It's got so much issues. But since famous people all love it, it must be good. Oh, you got people that don't even play Guilty Gear, saying, they're the experts. Like, you don't know shit about the series. You don't even know the characters. It's a laugh when the one guy was asking, who are these characters? And they're like, who? They literally couldn't answer the question. But yeah, you claim to know Guilty Gear, but you don't know who these iconic characters are in the series? Really? It's not like some of them were even, stupid hard. It's just, it's like, come on. You should know who these characters are. For God's sakes. Yeah. Like I said, the game is not finished. The game is, if anything, I think the game's 60% done. There's just so much shit that they took out that it's just like, man, are you guys doing this on purpose? Why are you doing this? The only reason I can see they're doing that is because they're testing the waters to see if they change it up too much, that they want to see what people say. It's like, oh, you know, that would be pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie if Daisuke just came out of nowhere. It's like he was just like, oh yeah, you know all those Guilty Gear, Strive betas and all that. Yeah, this isn't the real game. You want me to show you what this game is really like? And then he shows us like the final product and then just how different it is. And then people are like, holy shit. And then, like, that would be the master plan. I would be like, that would make me go, well played. If you did something like that, it's wishful thinking. But if you did something like that, we're like, yeah, I was just bullshitting you guys the whole time. I was just getting you guys into the game so you like it. And then I'll give you the taste of the real medicine. And then and then it's like a drug, you know, you give them the good shit. And then it's like, oh shit. And then everybody just blows up. I know that's a fancy, like, dream reality if it ever came to me, but that would be impressive as fuck if that happened. I would just drop my jaw and be like, that motherfucker. You know, but I don't think that's the case. I mean, that's just me being hella optimistic.
Don't blink.
Wishful thinking, it would be hilarious if that's what really happened. I would just be like in disbelief if I saw that. I'd be like, holy shit, this motherfucker did it. We'll see. I just hope, I would like to be right. But yeah, the gameplay is just, again, it's just, I feel like the system is just, it's holding the whole game back. The game just feels, it feels like it's just not finished. I see it. Look at him like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel like this is the final product. It really doesn't. Unless they're just doing some serious testing. But the thing is, people are loving it, and I'm just like, oh, man, this is the direction they think the game should go. I think, you know, this is not a good sign. Because if they want people like, yeah, keep it simple, we don't want it to change, you know, then people are like, no, it's perfect, don't change anything. And then they'll double down and be like, well, this is what everybody wants. I'm like, no, that's what the non-Guilty Gear players want. Not what we want. So, yeah, I wish I knew the answer, man. I really do. I wish I could tell you the answer. Like, Daisuke, are you trolling us? Is that what you're doing? Are you doing this on purpose? Or do you have something up your sleeve? Like, I would love to see the ace up your sleeve. You know, and then him just pull one of the craziest moves. It'd be like, almost like a, you know, like, what's his name? Not Mori, what's his name? Fucking Tekken battle director. Forgot his name. Mr. Troll. Tucker always trolls, man. He's funny, though. He is funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Well, apparently, I mean, his dream was to get everybody united under Guilty Gear, but I just don't see that happening. You're either gonna throw your dedicated fan base for a new fan base, or you're gonna keep the fan base and then just scare everybody else off. I just don't see him bringing them both together. Something out of this world would need to happen. I just don't see the players like wanting to play games like you know, Exert or F2 or XX. I just don't see the new players even remotely interested. They'll just look at it and go, "Oh hell no, that's too much." That's what I think's gonna happen. They're gonna get scared. They're gonna be like, "Nah, we don't want. It's too much." It's kind of like me at Marvel. I don't like Marvel very much because I think Marvel's too over the top. I'm like, yeah, I'm good on Marvel. You know, I don't, but I never would say I don't want Marvel to cater to my needs either. You know, I would never do that. Marvel can stay Marvel. Marvel just be Marvel. Let Marvel be Marvel. You know, it's just not for me. There's nothing wrong with that. It could exist. I don't. It doesn't. It doesn't need to change for me. You know, I'm not its audience, so fuck what I think. That's fine. But as far as what I think for Guilty Gear, I think my opinion does matter because of how much I've played. I put too many hours into that goddamn game. And just because I don't put thousands of hours into Strive doesn't mean that I don't know shit about Guilty Gear. Like a lot of people think. You don't know shit because, you know, you don't play in tournaments, so you don't know shit. Uh-huh. Sure, buddy. Whatever you think. Whatever you say. Doesn't take a tournament player to realize a bad game. Yeah, I will say the Guilty Gear community is pretty divided. I ain't gonna lie. It is divided. This is probably the most divided I've ever seen the Guilty Gear community. That's a fact. It's like, yeah, we don't see eye to eye. We really don't. Like, nope. Nope. There's nothing you can say to me. We just don't. We just don't see the game through the same lens. We really don't. Yeah, like the mix-up game is so boring. I remember I used to do like crazy mix-ups in Guilty Gear Xrd, and it felt good. Just the execution. No, I wouldn't say the execution. Just knowing that if you thought of something, you could do it. That's what like Guilty Gear Xrd was like. In XX, you thought of something, you could do it. You're like, oh, what if this works? And it works. I never felt like the game said no to me. The game always let me do what I want. And it felt good just doing it. Like people were like, whoa, because you could be so unique how you play. Because like, oh, why are you doing this pressure? It's like, it works. Why can't I do it? You know, and then people complain where it's just like, oh, you know, that's bullshit. I'm like, why? Because I'm playing different than everybody else? I mean, why can't I use that as a strength? That's my strength. And then you take that away from me and you just make everything the same. I can't be unique. So it's easy to follow someone's playbook. Let me do what I want to do. I mean, sometimes it just looks really cool. You're like, oh, that looks sick. You're like, oh shit, that combo looks sick. You see some really cool combos, and I'm sorry, but I think combos are some of the funnest shit in the game. I know a lot of people don't. There's a lot of people surprisingly don't like combos. They think combos are kind of like the boring part of the game. I'm like, combos are fun, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Doing crazy combos that are actually difficult to do and very unique to look at, I think that's really neat. Just to see that in action. Yeah, the only thing that sucks, I will say the thing that sucks, is when you're getting comboed to death and the combo lasts for like 30 seconds and you're just basically just bouncing all over the place and you can't do anything and your character dies in one combo. That's not funny. That's not fun. No one, I don't care what game you play, that is not fun to watch. Just someone getting bodied so hard where they can't do anything. There's literally just, you just let go of the controller and go, wake me up when you're done. That's not fun either. That's the extreme though. That's Marvel. Marvel's just, oh, I'm in the touch of death. Well, good night, everybody. That's basically what it is. Touch of death. Goodbye. So long. See you later. Mail you later. Well, yeah, risk is all the way up. I mean, that's risk though. But I hate the fact that like a single hit can be like 40% of your life in this game. And it's just like, okay, so that effort to do even a 5, 6, 7, 8 hit combo that's decently difficult to do. You basically said, nah, we don't want that. Nah, we don't want that shit. Yeah, fuck that shit. Because, you know, I don't know why, but, you know, fuck that shit. Apparently. People just want one hit hits or just single or 3 hit combos, and then I don't know why people don't like combos. Street Fighter people don't seem to like combos very much. They like the footsies. They like the neutral. And they like, I'm like, neutral and footsies get boring after a while. It really does. I just don't see the appeal much with footsies. Footsies gets old after a while. Footsie into single hit back into footsies. And it's just basically just tons of flinching and just waiting. And I'm like, oh, this is so boring. Like, let's see some action, man. It's nice when you see someone do like a pressure and then you're like blocking the whole pressure, making the right calls, and then doing a reversal, you know, doing a parry mid-block or something like that, turning the tide of the battle, and making the other person block like crazy, you know. It's fun seeing that shit where you're like, damn, there's so much shit going on, but it's like almost like a DBZ fight. So I mean, it's like people like basic footsies. They want the most basic of footsies. They just want 1 hit, done. 2 hit link, done. Like, oh, that was fun. Yay. So much fun. Look at that boring ass footsies. Street Fighter footsies for everybody. Yawn. There's a game for people like that. Dive kick. Truth. Hey, what's up, Usaka? How you doing? See all that controversy about Guilty Gear Strive with Obama and Sonic Fox? Like, man, that shit blew up hard on Twitter when Sonic Fox like said that Strive is boring. He said the one thing, he says, man, I feel like I'm so limited. I can't express myself. I was like, and all I said was like, Jesus, I've been saying that for the fucking longest. But finally, a famous person says it, you know, finally somebody comes out and says, oh, by the way, I'm like, oh yeah, that thing I've been telling everybody, well, it's, you know, not like I'm trying to tell you I told you so, but I told you so. It's always funny. Yeah, all those things are saying that I said that, obviously don't listen to me because I don't know shit about Guilty Gear apparently. But, everything I said, it came true. You know that thing I sent you? I ain't gonna lie, I felt a little happy inside. I was like, yep. I said, I ain't gonna lie. Felt good hearing that. The truth came out. And, obviously Obama expresses he doesn't like the game. I know Obama does not like it. But also Obama's, Samurai was saying that Obama was, like, a couple days ago was asking gamers, like, what games are you playing? Like, are anything cool coming out? Like, he seemed, like, legit kind of concerned. I don't know about games right now. Or just, like, maybe he's not finding, I don't know, maybe he's having, crisis. I don't know. Or maybe he's curious, like, is there anything to get hype about anymore? Like, where's the hype? Like, and I'm like, yeah, dude, like, I feel the same way. A lot of shit's just no hype, dude. Fighting games, especially, there's no hype. Nothing. Outside Melty Blood, that is it. Like, there is no hype whatsoever. But I feel, he feels like I do. He feels that something's missing. It's just like, damn, dude, what's going on, man? This don't feel right. So, dude, it hasn't been feeling right for a long ass time. It's been feeling bunk for a long ass time. Like shit, like wake up and smell the coffee, man. It's not a secret. Yeah, we got Melty on the way. Melty's gonna be good. I have a feeling if the netcode is amazing and the game is not limited, which it doesn't look like it is. It looks like you can do whatever the fuck you want. I think the game has a very beautiful future. But I really do not see Melty Blood doing well. I'm just being honest. I think Melty Blood is going to be a sleeper. Like, I just think you're just going to have the base fan base that likes the game. They're going to play it, and that's going to be it. And then everybody else is going to just be like, whatever. Because, a lot of people are already dissing the game. They're saying it looks boring, it looks, it looks plain, it looks like stereotypical anime trope. A lot of people do not like the visual at all. They think the game looks like shit. Because they're comparing it to, like, DBZ and fucking, Guilty Gear Strive. And I'm just like, whatever, man. You keep your goddamn Strive then, Go play your boring ass game. I'll play Melty Blood. Play your same boring tuna. The biggest criticism: the characters have no drip. What does that mean? I never heard of that term. What does that mean? Drip. I've never heard of that. That like some ultra slang or something I never heard of. Oh, fashion. Oh, you got no swag. Swag. No swag whatsoever, apparently. Melty Blood's got swag. It's just not. It's just not. It's like you just don't know a good game when you see it. Like I said, when you're gonna see high-level Melty Blood play and you see like crazy shit going on, especially with the parry system, oh man, that shit looks hype as fuck, dude. Like, oh shit, like there it is. Like you're gonna be like, people are gonna get so excited watching a match. You know, a lot of thing I think it's too. The problem is when people see the match, they just see a bunch of shit going on, and they don't understand. So because they don't understand it, it's shit. My friend, one of my friends thinks that way. He doesn't like a lot of fighting games because he said if it doesn't make sense, it's dumb. I'm like, okay, just because it doesn't follow Street Fighter logic doesn't make it dumb. But there's people that think that way, so I wouldn't be surprised if people look at Melty Blood and they just see a bunch of shit going on and they're just like, this looks so dumb. There's just a bunch of shit going on that makes no sense. I'm like, you just don't know, you know? Like, you don't play these games, so you don't understand. And you're scared of what you don't understand. Yeah, it's too much information, that's for sure. Like, just overload, brain overload. I'm like, oh, I like brain overload. What's wrong with brain overload? I like to get my head overloaded with games. I think it's awesome. Nothing wrong with that. Why can't I have my brain get overloaded? It's nice having a sensory overload. The only time I don't like sensory overload is when it's work. I don't like getting overwhelmed with work. That shit frustrates me. But when it comes to games, oh man, sensory overload is just like the best thing ever. It's almost like, you know, you go to a buffet and you're just eating all this delicious food you've never had before, and it's so much that you're just like, it's just like, I'm your mouth, you're lost for words because of how overwhelmed in a good way you are. Where you're just like, this is fucking awesome. Find that damn. What the hell is that?
Nice and spicy, born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis, with sword comes shadow.
Yeah, like I said, it interests you because you're trying. It's like trying to figure out a puzzle. You know, you want to crack the code. Can I do it? What would the risk be in training mode? What would the risk be? What do you mean risk? Are you talking about the risk in Guilty Gear Strive? Yeah, I'm the same way, dude. If a game is interesting, I'll give it a chance more likely than a game that's just a staple. It just looks like, oh, it's that shit again. It's like, yeah, I don't particularly like stuff that's overly familiar because a lot of times it's just a copycat of another game. So that's why I don't like Street Fighter clones because I know what they play like and I know generally what how the game is going to function. It doesn't take a genius to figure it out. So a lot of times I just go, nah, I'm good. Skip. Hard skip. Skip, good sir, skip. I skip and then make you draw four. What would what should the risk be in training mode? I don't remember, to be honest. I you think I'm a guy that just lives in training mode all day? I'm not particularly like I'll train. Don't be wrong, I will train, but I don't train very. When I played, you believe it or not, when I played Zerd, I didn't even touch training mode. I literally just jumped online.
Don't blink.
You know, I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need training. I'm just gonna use my, skill from the series to guide me, and I did extremely well because the game felt familiar. I mean, yeah, I played the demo, so I mean, obviously I had a chance to play it, so I understood how it felt, and I was like, this feels like Guilty Gear. This is a-okay with me. He's a-okay. So, but like I said, it doesn't even matter right now. Like I said, unless something crazy happens from Daisuke where he throws the biggest curveball in the world of fighting games, which I just don't see that happening because of him scaring off his fan base. Well, scaring off the non-GG fan base. I just don't see him willing to take that risk. Piss all the people off. It's like, okay, well, you just traded your fan base for another fan base. You know, that's all you're doing. You know, and in terms of business, they're obviously going to get rid of the smaller fan base as opposed to the big one. But it's going to show you how many people are going to leave Strive. I'm going to tell that. I tell people that all the time. Like, watch. We'll see how long these so-called Strive fanboys stay with the game. We'll see how far, how much they stick up for it. They continue playing it. They won't. They'll jump. Trust me. You show them Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 6. They're like, what's Strive? I promise you that. Be like, what the fuck is Strive? That's exactly what's gonna happen. I'll be like, yeah, that loyal fan base you're talking about. Yeah, it looks like they flew the coop. They said, see ya, boys. Don't want to be you. Oh, you're doing combos and Exert right now with biking? That's cool. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, the only bad thing about Zerd is, like I said, it doesn't have online. If it had online, like that was good, like it had rollback, people would be playing, I think, Zerd more. I really believe that. I think people will go back to Zerd. I really believe that. Yeah, the online's pretty bad. Like it's hard for me to play. Like I guess I think online got worse with each iteration. Like Exerd's online sign was okay, Revs was pretty good, and then Rev 2 just got worse. I was like, why did the netcode get worse? Like I didn't understand. I didn't understand that. Rev had better netcode than Rev 2. Blaze Blue is the same way. Blaze Blue had better netcode in previous iterations, and then the newest iterations had just bad netcode. It's like, what the fuck? Why does the netcode get worse with each newer game? Never understood that shit.
Would you care to sit down?
I'm surprisingly don't have a lot of history on Guilty Gear Xrd as much as you'd think I would. I don't. Surprisingly.
If you ever have any questions...
Okay, so more domains. Should be. Yeah. It'll take 2 more weeks. It's 2 more weeks. Maybe a week and a half. Yeah, I don't know how much I played on PS4. I've never checked. I thought there was a thing on PlayStation Network. You could actually see how much you played a game. Let me see. Let's see. Simply click on the profile and let's see. Family management. Let me look. You got me curious. PlayStation Store. I'm looking right now. I don't even know if this is going to work, though. It might not work. Authentication. Checking right now. Let's see, account. PlayStation Network. Family management. Let's see. I don't know. I don't see it on here. Profile. I don't see it anymore. Let's see. Start your PS4. It's like, yeah, I don't think there's an easy way to see it. Yeah, it doesn't say. Problem is, I don't have my old PS4, so I can't. If it's only on the system, yeah, I'll never know. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I remember there was a thing. There was one time that showed you can view your stats with the PlayStation wrap up. The wrap up would show you how much you played for a year, but that doesn't help me because Strive Guilty Gear, came out what 2017 or Rev 2. So yeah, there's no way to tell. The app doesn't tell you, no. Unfortunately. Yeah, there's no way to know. It's funny, Steam tells you. How come Steam's easy? Steam's real easy. Steam tells you all your timers, all your games. Steam does it, but PlayStation can't for some reason. Because reasons. It's really nothing. Hold on a second. Put that on my wish list. Sony needs new management. Yeah, I agree with that. Let me look at my activity. See, Guilty Gear. So, Guilty Gear Sign, I played on PC 29 hours. Rev, I played 189 hours. So, 190 on Rev and Rev 2 combined. So, that's just PC. PS4, I think I have more than that. So, yeah, Sign, because I played a lot on PS4. This was like, because I know this came out like way later than the PS4 version. And Rev, I think, same thing. Rev came after PS4. Rev 2, same thing. And then Strive, a measly 29 hours. That doesn't tell. Well, this one, I had this through other methods, so I don't really count this one. I played it a long time ago. But yeah, you can tell in the hours. Like you look at my activity for where's my activity? Where's my let's see profile activity the profile. Sorry. So all recently played, all games, top to bottom. So there's my games, top to bottom. So Rabby Ribby is still number one. It'll probably never be topped. Yeah, Rabby Ribby is my number one game of all time on Steam. The game will never get touched. So I'm very, very, very proud of Rabby Ribby. It's the only game that can dethrone Guilty Gear. Yeah, I don't know either. I really doubt. Oh, it's too difficult. Yeah, if you look at my top games, I mean, yeah, look, like I said, Rabby Ribby, Guilty Gear, Tekken 7, Ease 8, Crosscode. I don't know. Again, we don't acknowledge this game. I don't know why I played this much. It's just sad. Hat in Time, Onirism, Bloodstained, Nino Kuni, Skullgirls, Nitro Plus Blasters, Millionaire Arthur, Doom, Resident Evil 2, both Grandias, Skullgirls, Persona, Shantae, Celeste. Yeah, Wolfenstein, Alan Wake, Alice, Muse Dash, Takeover, and slowly gets less and less. You're not missing much on Blaze Blue Cross, but Gamer Chan. I know you like Biz Claveret because she's a cute little wolf girl. I miss that game, man. That game is just so much fun. It sucks that it doesn't have good netcode. If like I said, if they put rollback into it, I would legit play it again. But I just don't. It's never gonna happen. It'll never happen. The game sold so fucking poorly. It'd have to be fan done, and I don't think there's enough fans for those games. Even Nitro Plus wouldn't get any fan base. I just don't see the love for that series. Yeah, Blazu. Central Fiction, I don't have that much game time. I think I don't even have 20 hours. It's way down there. It's Chrono Phantasm Extend. Because I played it mostly, yeah, see 10 hours. I mostly played it on PS4. That's why. But yeah, those are my top games of all time. So that top five is a very respectable list. Like I said, two fighting games, but yeah, two RPGs, two fighting games, and one platformer. Yeah, like I said, that cross tag battle that's a farce, man. That is a farce. We don't acknowledge that. That doesn't exist. That is I don't know that game. That game is fake. That game is dead to me. You're dead to me, can opener. Be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. Yeah, what's cross tag battle? Never heard of it. You think so? You think I'll put that much time in the melty blood? You think so? That's a tall order, man. I mean, to be fair, I wish it would tell you what was the last time you. Does it tell you the last time you played the game? When was the last time I put that much time into a game recently? Well, besides Genshin Impact, that doesn't count though. See, I played Rabby Ribby Bat. It doesn't tell me when I last played it, does it? It just tells me. Yeah, it just tells me the amount that I played. It doesn't tell me when I played. Unfortunately, only records. It doesn't. Or does it say under stats? Nope. Nope. There's no way to tell when was the last time you played it. The last game I played recently that's a lot of hours, that's not Genshin Impact, and that's within the last year. There's nothing. Not within the last year. Last couple of years, yeah. Costco definitely within the last couple of years. Ease 8, I think, was 3 years ago. It says in the library. Oh, it does. You're right. Thank you. See, Rabby Ribby. So Rabby Ribby I actually played recently. It was actually this year. But keep in mind, that was just because of the update. I hadn't played it, I think, for a year. And you got Crosscode, the Guilty Gear 2020. Crosscode was March. I hadn't finished the second playthrough. I wanted to. I still need to finish it. Yeah, it's funny. This is one of the few games that some people that watch me play games actually that someone adores this game. This is Comic Man's favorite game of all time. And where he was like harping about this game, and then I finally picked it up, and I was like, "God damn, man, this game is fucking awesome." Couldn't put the controller down. I was like, "Oh my god, this game has just awesome gameplay. It's so much fun." I really, really enjoyed this game. This is like one of the few games where I listened to somebody, and I was like, "Okay, this actually got into my top 10." That's rare that happens, but it does happen once in a while. See, Tekken 7, I think it's been like 2 years since I played Tekken. Tekken 7. Yeah, 2 years ago. 2.5 years. Started getting I started getting tired of it. I think this is like season 2. I started to get really tired of it. I was like, okay, I played enough Tekken. I don't even care anymore. Good game. But I had my fill of it. And then E's 9, E's 8. My beloved E's. I was actually a year and a half ago. Monster Knox is not going to hit the same level. Monster Knox probably get up to like 40, 50 hours. That's it. I'm going to go beyond that. I like those pictures. Those are nice. I just noticed these pictures. Never seen these artworks before. Huh. I've never seen these before. Yeah. And Ease has really nice artwork. It's beautiful artwork, man. Yeah, I know Saka. Saka's like, oh, you know the game I recommended you a long time ago? We'll see when I'm in the mood, dude. We'll see, dude. I know you like that game. I'm not a big Transformers fan though. That's the thing. I'm not a big Transformers fan. I mean, I watched it when I was a kid, but I'm not big on Transformers. The last time I saw Transformers was when what was it when the Michael Bay movie came out, the first one, and I just shook my head in disgust. looks pretty sick. That looks pretty sick. I like that. That looks really nice. Someone made that. That's pretty cool. It actually moved. That's actually really nice. Look at that. I like that. I like that Crimson King artwork. That looks sick. That looks sick. As like Adol looking like a Chad, man. Because he's a Chad, dude. It's a pimp, dude. I do like the artwork, and he's has beautiful artwork. Where Dogie? Because that's the question real fans ask when they play an East game. Where Dogie? Yeah, the doll vector animation is pretty nice. I'd like to see all the characters made like that. It looks really nice. Pretty cool they actually got it to move. It's really nice. Yeah, like I said, Ease is a really pretty, like, there's some pretty artwork in the game. Not only is the game like super fun, it's just, it has, I like the characters, I like the artwork, the music's amazing. It's just a really, really beautiful. The only thing that sucks, the only thing I wish, which sucks, is I wish they would do more like anime openings like they did. They stopped doing that though, and that kind of got sad. Like East 9 had no anime or ending or opening intro. I was like, the fuck? It was like so lazy. I don't know why they didn't do one. I was like, why didn't you make an anime intro? Why did you guys not make one for this game? You make it for every other game, and then you didn't make it for this one. It just goes to the title screen. I'm like, okay, that kind of fucking sucked. Like, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? Oh my god, I want that little. I never noticed that little baby doll. It looks, oh my god, like a little raging bull. I like that little raging bull doll. That dress looks pretty sick. I don't have all the costumes. So you have to, like, the DLC is like fucking DLC, man. Lockdown costume, unique costumes is paid DLC. Like, god damn you! Why can't those be unlockables? Why can't you make them unlockables? You guys suck. Stop being greedy. Just make them unlockables. Make people pay money for that shit. I hate that. Yeah. Like I said, ease. Yeah, like this one, like I remember when I like this shit looks so cool. Like the opening and stuff. But like this hardware looks so fucking nice. Like God, I love E's artwork, man. It looks so pretty. Like it looks sick, man. She looks so clean, man. There you go. That's it's like my ninja. Yep, that is totally me, dude. I'm that guy. Like, yeah, that's they're talking the good stuff. It's like, man, no, like I said, I love Eve's artwork. It just looks so badass, so colorful, and it's just so much personality. It's like you like watch the games and you just like, damn, this game looks like you're going on a serious adventure. So I like it so much because it really does feel that way. I like this. That's the opening. When you start the game up, it looks like that. It looks so cool. Like it's unmoves too. I was like, that looks sick. For an opening, that is sick for an opening title screen. I don't think they have a clean one with moving opening. I don't think it's here, but there's a lot of pictures. Cyberpunk, yeah, Cyberpunk's like a forgotten memory, dude. Nobody cares about Cyberpunk anymore. Most games don't have a lasting appeal. Like games just don't last like they used to, man. Because there's just so many games that come out. It's just what's flavor of the week, man. What is flavor of the week? Minute flavor of the week's done, people are already down to the next game. You know, people forget about it, so it's just out of sight, out of mind. So yeah, that's just people. That's just people just moving on to the next thing. They don't. Not many do. So when I do find that gem, when I do actually find it, I embrace it pretty hard. You know, a lot of times, like I honestly like. I ain't gonna lie. I know this sounds kind of selfish. It sounds kind of selfish, but I kind of like it when I find that game that not really anybody talks about, and then you kind of like you feel like you just stumbled upon the diamond in the rough, and you appreciate it so much, and it's really a good game. It's just so many people just overlook it, don't care, would never spend a second thinking about it. Even if you showed it to them, they'll be like, that game looks stupid. Like, okay, fine, don't enjoy a good game. Whatever you think, whatever you say, man. That's the way I feel. I kind of like it because it feels like my little secret treasure. Actually, like when you're one of the few people that actually stream it. Like you're that guy that streams that game, like, oh shit, you're streaming this game, like, oh shit, like people notice. You know what's funny? You know what game I got a lot of views on that was watching me play when I started streaming it, and fucking Record of Lodoss War. When I was streaming Record of Lodoss War, this one, a lot of people were watching me play this. Like I put up the beta on YouTube and got like thousands of views. I don't know why, but it was just weird just seeing this game just get noticed all of a sudden. Like when I was just like I shared the update for it, and people were just like, oh, like people were just really hyped for this game. I still need to fix the. I still need to play this final update. I haven't done it yet. It's basically like boss rush mode and stuff like that. A couple other little things. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like the minute the game becomes popular, it just like you kind of like spoiled it. You know what I mean? Like okay, show's over. Like game got ruined. But yeah, I agree. I do want a game to do well, but at the same time, I don't because I feel like the worst is coming. When the game succeeds really well, it's going to go into shit territory, and that's what I'm worried about. What Guilty Gear is going to become. It's going to become the shit game. It's going to become the game that, oh look, you know that game you used to love when you were a kid, or used a game that you used to have a lot of respect for. Well, it basically sold out. Now the game's trash, and then you just look back at the game and you're just like, basically go, I don't know you anymore. I don't know who you are. What happened to you? That's what happens, and that's what I feel like Strive is doing. Our system works basically just said, yep, we sold out. We shilled hard for that money. And I'm like, yep, Guilty Gear is ruined. So I do believe that. Yeah, I agree too. Games should not be made for everyone. Games should just be their own thing. Stop trying to force something onto a game that's not meant to be. But the problem is that they want money. It's a business, so they have to cater to the majority. So that involves compromise. And that's why I don't like. I feel like the game has to be compromised for the sake of money. We can't. The game can't just function on just its own merit. It has to change so makes that money. That I strongly believe in. But they're not going to listen to us, guys. So don't worry about it. Remember, our opinion does not matter because one, we're not the majority, and two, we're not famous. We're just a bunch of nobodies that they don't care about. So, in other words, go suck a dick. What the hell is there? Type Lumina news. Thought I saw something new. I think something just got made up. Never mind. Thought I saw something. But anyways, it's all good. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, Arc System Works. Yeah, I lost a lot of my respect because I feel that the only reason why people notice them is because of DBZ. And it's hilarious that Guilty Gear didn't get any acknowledgement until DBZ. Like from the creators of DBZ, I'm like, when I heard that statement when they were showing Guilty Gear Strive from the creators of DBZ, I was like, wait, what? I laughed. I was like, you're for real? You're for real? That'd be like Capcom saying, bringing out a new Street Fighter game from the creators of Darkstalkers. I'll be like, wait, what? You mean, like that's their flagship title? Like, why the fuck would you say it's from the creators of DBZ? But that just shows you how little people know. Like, it was a thing though. I saw that article and it said that from the creators of DBZ, and I started like, it's like first of all, it's not even Arc System Works IP. It's Bandai Namco that owns the rights to it. I mean, yes, they were the developer, yes, but second of all, it's just like, come on, you know, like Jesus, it's so stupid. Like you sound like an idiot. So, but whatever, I don't care. Like I said, I really don't give a shit. Oh shit. Okay, it was news. So they're putting the duo. Okay, so that's yeah. So this just came out. So I wasn't going crazy. Somebody posted this, and I saw this. So Kohaku and Usui will be able to be duoed, like they were before. So yay! You get to play as both the sisters at the same time. That's pretty cool. I'm kind of surprised they kept that as a feature. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty cool though. I'm glad of that. I'm glad that that's a thing because that was always been a thing with Melty Blood. They've always been able to be playable as separate characters. So I do like that. They're you can play them either or. You can play them as a pair or separate. They've always been that way. So I'm glad they're keeping that up. They're I wasn't expecting it. I thought they were gonna just drop it, But the fact that you can play as both of them at the same time is pretty cool. So that's always been a thing. That was all. I knew. I just saw. I literally just saw this like a few minutes ago. It popped up. I was like, okay, that's just a little bit of news. Mecha Hisui, hell yeah. Beam, Misairu. Fucking Mecha Hisui would be fucking awesome. So, well, that's just one character. I don't think they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna take up a slot though. I think it's just you can just probably pick them as an alternate. So I don't see them being. Oh, that's another slot of characters. It'll be. We're still getting three more characters, I think, regardless. So technically, it's 11 characters if you want to count it like that. Yeah, I'm just looking to see if there's any. See if there's any other news. Trying to find it. Yeah, it's called Nova Desktop. So you can download wallpapers. So they have different ones. It's pretty cool. I just found it. Somebody advertised it on my channel. I thought it was fake at first. I was like, no, it's real. But they're all animated desktops. There's also static ones. But I did the animated ones because they look nice. All different kinds. Either 3 salts or the 2 salts, and it's an option. What's up, Foxen? How you doing, dude? Well, that's cool. You got a new monitor finally. How much did you pay? Did you pay a lot? I will. Again, I'm waiting for Melty Blood. the new one. Let me wait for the other one, then we can play. Just hang in there for 2 months, man. 2 months, dude. It's coming, dude. Don't be so. I don't want to spoil my appetite. I kind of want to go in without any like knowledge. I kind of just want to go in just kind of completely like clueless. I don't want to have a taste of anything. I just literally just want to jump in without having any like precursor. So I prefer it that way just because it gets more exciting. It's coming quick, man. Like I said, we're like 57 days away. It's not that far. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, $300. That's not bad. You got the warranty. As long as you get the warranty, then it's not a problem. It's that's a good savings. So well, that should be a really nice monitor then. Yeah. Listen, not much else goes, so I'm just gonna be pretty much it's gonna be pretty low key this week for anything. I might since I'm pretty much done with Genshin for till next week. Uh, I might maybe I'll during the week I'll play something else. Yeah, the wallpaper is really nice. I really like this wallpaper. It looks really cool. I want to see more wallpapers like this, more dynamic like this. It's nice. It's really nice. They're really big though. They're several megabytes. They're basically, I think they're actual. I don't know if it's actual video footage or if it's actually rendering this. I don't know. If it's a video, it's like super high quality. I really don't know though. but they are really big. Evo, no, I don't care about Evo. I know Evo's this weekend, so I know they're gonna start. I'm pretty sure next week's gonna be the reveal for the next Guilty Gear character. I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if that's gonna be an Evo announcement. That would make sense. So it'll probably be sometime next week. They'll probably make an announcement probably like Thursday or something and say, hey, we're going to reveal the next character. And then they'll probably say when it's coming out. Which would probably, I'm guessing, like the middle of the month. And then probably again, maybe they'll have a patch or something. I don't know. But that would be the only thing I care about. You think they're going to put Biken, they're going to put two of the same character in two different games? I don't know. That sounds kind of weird. Oh, it's Biken and then Biken. I'm like, really gonna put two of the same? I don't know. To me, that sounds kind of. I don't know. It just doesn't sound right. I can see them showing Biken for Samurai Showdown, but I don't see them bringing Biken for also Strive at the same time. I just don't see that happening. Well, based on recent leaks, and based on what the order of characters being released, it's narrowed down to 4 characters. It is a returning character. That is 100% confirmed. It is a returning Guilty Gear veteran. So they said it's either going to be, from what I know, based on the data files, because when Gold Lewis came out, more files got added, and there was more information. So based on that information, it's either going to be Jacko, Jam, Slayer, or Biken. That's what it's going to be. One of those 4 characters, based on the data. Biken and Jacko were already confirmed in the data folders before Slayer and Biken were found out. I mean, Jacko and Jam were confirmed before that. So based on the main parent folders where the character models are, Jam and Jacko are in the files. But they're speculating Slayer and Biken because they have dialogue in the game for them. So but there's no other folder, so it could be either or. But based on what I think, it's going to be Jacko or Jam. It's a strong possibility it's Jacko or Jam. I think it's 50-50 on that. But it could be Biken or Slayer. It could be. Izuna? It's not going to be Izuna, though. Because we already know it's Biken. Biken is coming to Samurai Showdown. That's for sure. That's already been determined. So it's not going to be another character. Samurai Showdown, dude, if you want to be honest, Samurai Showdown's pretty much dead. The netcode killed the game. That game is really, dead. No one plays Samurai Showdown. Nobody cares about it. Because the netcode is shit. It's honestly one of the worst fighting game netcodes right now. For some of the newest games, it is by far one of the worst. So that already tells me dead game. So the only way that game is going to come back to life is if they reboot it with the rollback netcode and make improvements, and then kind of sell it as an update or a free update for people that bought the game. Free update, get the good netcode, and maybe it's added some quality of life changes. Then I could see it kind of getting a revival. But as of now, yeah, fucking Samurai Shodown is dead. So, garbage netcode equals dead game. So, don't hold your breath. But yeah, that's who the guest is going to be. I'm hoping it's Jam. Because if it's Jam, that means I get to come back for a little bit. Just to play my baby girl. I don't but I have this doubt that it's going to be here. I have a feeling it's going to be Jacko, or it's going to be a curveball. It's possible it could be Slayer or Viking. It's possible. It might not even be Jam. Jam, like the only thing I will say about Jam is she's one of those legacy characters for X and beyond because she's the Chinese kung fu chick. So that's I think the only reason why she would get considered more because she is that stereotypical character that fills that niche. I know because a lot of people say, "Oh, well, Giovanna was supposed to be the new Jam," and I don't like Giovanna. I'll be honest, I don't like Giovanna. I think Giovanna's boring. Giovanna is like, and she's just such a boring character. She was probably one of the most underwhelming characters out of all out of all the characters, visually and just character gameplay wise. She was really disappointing. She was super disappointing. I was like, wow, you did nothing with the wolf. You made the wolf a visual. The wolf was not an extension of her character. You could have did something like Zappa or something cool like that, but nope, it is literally just it's an extension of her hitbox. That's all it is. And then because she gets her saber meter full, she does more damage. Ooh. Like wow. Talk about lazy design. Really lazy. Worst character in terms of this in terms of overhyped. The most lackluster character. So she could have been so much more. It'd been cool if the wolf actually had a mechanic. But nope, we don't want to do that because too difficult. We don't want people to actually have to think. You can see gimmick characters don't work very well in the game. Even Eddie's like freaking Zato's like the furthest you get, and even he's so good at back. I mean, they make his pet so abusable now. You can make it where you can just beat the shit out of a pet without consequence. Like, oh, pet kid, I'm just gonna hit it. It's like, oh, okay. The wolf doesn't do anything. The wolf does absolutely nothing, dude. It is just visual. The wolf does not have any mechanic. It's just an extension of her hitbox. It's just, oh, look at me. I got wolf effect on my attacks. It does nothing. It's really disappointing. I thought like, oh man, look at perfect example of a good wolf character was Valkenheim. Valkenheim from Blaze Blue. That is a good hybrid character where he actually transformed into a wolf. The wolf had a meter gauge that you had to gauge that he can only stay in the wolf transformation for so long. And when he was in wolf form, he gained completely different moves. So you could actually juggle between both stances in a sense. And you're essentially playing two different characters. That's the right way of doing it. That's cool. Exactly. It would have been super cool if they would have actually, made an interesting character, but nope, they didn't do that because, nobody wants that. too difficult, too complicated. But whatever, I don't really care. So, but we'll see. We'll see more information about the next DLC character. I'm pretty damn sure we should hear something by next week because Evo starts, I think, on the 6th or 7th, 6th or the 7th, and it goes until I believe the 15th. I think it's like a week long. Let's see, Evo 2021. August 6th to the 8th. Okay, it's 2 weekends. So it's August 6th to the 8th. It's this weekend, and then it's the following weekend from the 13th to the 16th. So it's 2 weeks. It's 2 weekends. So I wouldn't be surprised if Guilty Gear will get its reveal probably on the second week of August. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I wish the damage was like plus R2, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, so expect the following weekend, not this weekend, the following weekend, we're going to get Guilty Gear Strive news for the next character. And then I wouldn't be surprised the trailer will probably come out the following week. Or maybe they'll show the trailer. Yeah, actually, no, they'll show the trailer at Evo. I can't see them not doing it at Evo. Evo, probably after the Guilty Gear tournament is over, they're going to show the next character as a trailer right after. And then probably the week after is when the character will be released. That's very likely. So we'll probably see the next playable character in like 2.5 weeks. That sounds like the most reliable resolution that we're gonna see. Well, yeah. Well, they showed Gold Lewis on the 20th, and he got put into the game on the 27th. So if they show the next character on the 16th, the 15th, sorry, they will. He'll probably come. The character will probably come out on like the 22nd or 24th. That actually makes sense. The 24th will probably be when the character comes out, and then it'll be available to everybody probably like on the 27th. So 24th is when the actual, because it seems like they do it on Tuesdays. So that'll be my guess that we'll get the next character on the 24th. So 3 weeks. So that's what I'm calling. But I have a feeling, based on knowledge of which characters are going to come out, my gut, I have a feeling it's gonna be probably Jam or Jacko. And just because I'm being a negative Nancy, I think it's gonna be Jacko first. If Jacko comes out, cool. I mean, I'm happy for Jacko. It's cool, Jacko. That's cool. I like the player. I would play Jacko. But if it's Jam, I'll be very happy because then I can see my baby girl, and then see how much they ruin her. I'd be like, oh, there's baby girl, and she fucking sucks. Or, and she's fucking boring. And she's OP. And then I'm gonna go cry in the corner. Yeah, good night, everybody. So, but anywho's, that's it for me, guys. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta get up at 12:30. I gotta wait for an important phone call. The maintenance, the AC guy's coming out tomorrow to do a quote on my repair job. So probably have our AC fixed in a couple weeks. Hopefully, that's gonna be like a $4,000 job. It's gonna be expensive. So, but thanks for watching, Fox, Lide, GTA, Sokka, and Samurai. Thanks for coming to visit. Since there's not much going on with Genshin, either I'm gonna stream like stupid short, or I might go play, Ease 9 afterwards. We'll see, because there's no events coming out in Genshin right now. It's real. I've done everything. There's like little for me left to do, so I'll be done after like 30 minutes when I log in. So there's really nothing for me to do. So, but we'll see what tomorrow. I might start picking up Ease 9 during the week. Just play for a couple hours and go to bed. And then weekend will probably just be, I'm going to try to finish Ease 9. Hopefully by next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but the following weekend I should be done with it. And then I'm going to finish up Ender Lilies. So I want to get that done too. So, anyways, you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys later. You guys take care. Have a good night.